quickly atop the flag stand, gives them the green, and we're underway. Caution flag flies. They work their way out of corner number 4. Looking for the green flag. There it is. And we're underway. Also have the 44 of Zach Burmeister making his appearance out. So he will be able to compete after all. Christina Johnson leads Heidi Barnhart and Morgan Smith down the back straightaway and into turn 3 for the first time. Christina Johnson's going to lead lap number 1. Smith is up to 2nd. Barnhart is 3rd. Bailey Weinbelt is 4th. 5th is Madison Crane. Battle for the lead shaping up. Morgan Smith looking to the inside of Johnson. Johnson holds her line into turn number 3. Continues to lead. We now, having completed 3 laps, we got 7 to go. Halfway signal given to the field this time. 5 laps down, 5 to go. Closest battle is for the top spot. Morgan Smith still trying to get around the 1K of Christina Johnson, who continues to lead behind the wheel of that 1K machine. She picked up a feature event back on opening night. It has been a long time since she's been down to victory lane. It'd be something for her to win here tonight. But Morgan Smith has won 3 feature events to her own name, and she'd like to go back there again as well. See which one will be able to do it. They work out of turn 4 again. They get around the 44 of Zach Burmeister with now 3 laps remaining. Two to go, signal given to the field. White flag going to come out next time by. All right, white flag goes in the air. 1 lap to go for Christina Johnson. Final time into turn 3. Morgan Smith doing everything she can. But out of turn number 4, picking up the win is going to be Christina Johnson. Morgan Smith is 2nd. Out of Grant, Michigan at 16 years of age in the Dodge Neon, sponsored by IOD Retail Displays, Quads, Painting and Restoration, Lucky Sevens Tire, Jason Chambers Photos, Molnex Pig Farm, and Funny Farm 4-H. Like we said, she won the feature event back on opening night. Going to be feature win number 2 on the year. She's got the window net down. She's out of the car. Make some noise for her, everybody. How about it for Christina Johnson?
fresh and tasty deli located inside the Henry Street Health Hut offers a variety of options for every diet. Organic, raw, vegan, vegetarian, gluten, or grain-free. You can sample specialty sandwiches, or you can build your own wrapper salad by choosing from a wide selection of fresh meats, cheeses, veggies, and dressings. From gourmet soups to smoothies, shakes, juices, herbal teas and coffee to mouth-watering desserts. The Fresh and Tasty Deli is here to serve you.
At Bowman's Body Shop, we're proud to say you're driving home our reputation. Our team of highly skilled professionals uses the latest high-tech equipment to diagnose the extent of the damage to your vehicle. Bowman's Body Shop, 2846 Getty Street in Muskegon.
With 4 convenient locations, Jack's Corner Store is one-stop shopping at its best. Tools, fresh meats, produce, chips, snacks, and other grocery items, beer, wine, and liquor, even gas and lottery. That's why Jack's is your corner store and so much more.
For 13 years, Jewett Heating and Cooling has been providing the West Michigan area with fast professional service and installation. A paying dealer, they specialize in the service of all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners, both residential and light commercial. With over 35 years of experience, Jewett is fully licensed with the EPA for lead removal. Jewett Heating and Cooling, your family-owned and operated heating and cooling specialist. 231-788-4287. Specializing in paint furnaces and air conditioning.
Charge down the backstretch and into turn 3 for the first time. Out of corner number 4 they come. Lap number 1 is going to be led by Aaron Morey. Steve McLeese second, David Melke third. Fourth is John Hammerly. Fifth is Derek Passanier. Continues to lead 3 laps in, 17 to go. Driving that number 2K, right behind him is Steve McLeese. McLeese, one of the heat race winners. You got Dave Melke right behind him. David Melke's won 7 feature events so far this season here at Winston. He's had a very dominant car, and he's looked to be one of the top drivers in the state. He's won the state of Michigan title for UMP Dirt Car the last 2 years. Really, and he's on the path to do it again. But the thing is, he's having to fight it out tonight. He's dominated at Winston, but tonight he's got a fight cut out for him because Steve McLeese and Aaron Morey seem to have really tough race cars here as they charge into turn 3. Steve McLeese, your new race leader in 01. Aaron Morey battling it out with Melke for the second spot. Melke got down to the bottom groove. Melke got the advantage on the high side, though. That seems to be the preferred groove. They have a little more grip. But Steve McLeese leads. Melke second, Morey third. John Hammerly is fourth. Fifth is Andy Sprague. Everybody running single file for the most part. Once again, using that high side with the preferred line of choice, the most groove, most grip for these drivers to use their race tires to get the most momentum on the rest of the field. But right now, David Melke trying to reel in Steve McLeese. Melke trying to see what he can make on the bottom side as they charge into turn 3, this time out of turn 4. Who's it going to be? Still Steve McLeese by a nose. Caution flag on the speedway as the 99 of Brandon Typelis stopped at the top of corner number 2. Here we go. McLeese still your race leader in 01, but a heck of a battle going on as we've got David Melke trying to fend off Aaron Morey, who's taken that line to the inside. Andy Sprague is up in the mix as well behind the wheel of that 1S car. Halfway signal shown to the field. 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Caution flag on the speedway, caution on the speedway. Everybody bunches up behind him. He'll set the pace once again. We're back under green. McLeese has got himself a comfortable gap between the battle for second, David Melke and Aaron Morey, but now you've got Stan Dodds in one of the 14 cars. He's going at side by side with Andy Sprague. That's the battle for fourth. Kevin Kavanaugh's in the mix as well. David Melke trying to put some distance between him and Aaron Morey. He's trying to catch up with that 01 car driven by Steve McLeese. Then you've got Andy Sprague going side by side still with Stan Dodds. That battle continues to be for the fourth position. Aaron Morey holding off for third. Sprague gets around Dodds this time, holds the advantage for that fourth spot. Dodds connects up, collects into the wall in turn two. Hard up into the wall, and his car is at a stop. Caution is going to wave. Back to green. McLeese still shows the way. Aaron Morey running in the second spot, holding off Melke the best he can. Like we said, Andy Sprague is up there as well. The top 5 cars underneath the blanket right now. Kavanaugh using that high side to get around Sprague. That's for fourth. 5 to go signal given to the field. 5 laps remain. Steve McLeese has led this entire feature event. He is being chased hard by Aaron Morey and David Melke. Kevin Kavanaugh drops in line in the 4th spot. Andy Sprague drops to 5th. 6th is Derek Passanier. 7th is Tim Mormon. 8th is Brandon Typless. Battle for the lead heating up as Melke dives to the bottom side, tries to go around McLeese that way. See if anything will happen. Steve McLeese using that upper side. Melke pulls the slide job out of turn 4. David Melke gonna be your new race leader by a nose. Heck of a move by Melke. He proves why he is one of the best in the state of Michigan. He just pulled that move on Steve McLeese, and he is now your leader, and he is pulling away. As the 2 to go signal comes out, 2 laps remain. White flag going to come out next time by. Closest battle is for the 4th spot. Andy Sprague looking to the inside of Kevin Kavanaugh, who's on that high side. Definitely a lot more grip right up against that cushion. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Final time down the back stretch and into turn number 3. Rack it up as feature win number 8. Checkered flag waves. David Melke your winner. Steve McLeese second. Third is Aaron Morey. How about it, everybody, for a round of applause for your modified feature winner tonight, David Melke. Sponsored by Crumpets Elevators, Kirk Cameron Forest Products, North Star Title, Warner Farm, Sweet Graphics, Kuntz Rental, Gladwin Metal Processing, Howe Racing Enterprises, Kaiser Manufacturing, and Northeastern Builders.
Glow Sun and Shades. Simply fabulous.
You have been kissed by the sun.
Exhaust Specialties, from trucks and cars to street rods and Model Ts, both foreign and domestic. Exhaust Specialties now includes brakes, shocks, suspension work, and minor engine repair. They use only heavy gauge stainless and aluminum pipe. They also feature custom jewels as well as a selection of lubes, oils, and filters and other auto parts. Exhaust Specialties located at 5401 Apple Avenue in Muskegon.
Hello, Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's here.
What took you so long?
Jimmy John's, freaky fast delivery. I love the man in uniform.
Jimmy John, freaky fast delivery.
When your transmission is in trouble, it is important to find reliable and honest mechanics. National Transmission will get the job done right. Located at 4037 East Apple Avenue in Muskegon, you can call them at 231-788-3244.
Out of 4 they work. Green flag. Caution flag out. Looks like we're going to have a complete restart. Bunch up 2 by 2, double file. Out of 4 they work. Green flag. Field works out of turn 4 for the first time. Looks going to be Dan Wilson Jr. leading on the opening circuit. Battle for second shaping up as Josh Grabe has worked his way to go side by side with Mike Feckin. He'll get around Feckin as they work out of turn number 4. He'll take that second spot. 4th belongs to Bethany May. Then you got the battle for 5th with Jared Bisson and Chris Rogers. Top 2 drivers in the class, Dan Wilson and Josh Grabe, up to the front of the field, running 1 and 2, as they have throughout much of the year. Dan Wilson has won 5 feature events. Josh Grabe has won 4. Grabe doing the best he can to catch Dan Wilson. They fire off a turn 2 down the backstretch now. Mike Feckin is sitting all alone in 3rd spot. Chris Rogers is 4th. Battle for 5th is between 3 cars. You got Billy Frey in the 07, Jared Bisson in 51, and the 0 question mark of Bethany May. Right now, Jared Bisson holds the advantage in that position. Lap traffic now getting involved. Wilson and Grabe going around the 19, belonging to Trevor Vanderstel, and now trying to eye the 22 of Dakota Crane. Around in turn number 3. Everybody has to take a base of action to get around him, but Crane gets it, everything regathered, and manages to tack onto the rear of the field. He was far enough down into the infield. Everyone managed to get around him okay. It looks to be the battle still raging on for that top spot. Dan Wilson has led the entire event so far, but Josh Grabe, question is he putting all he has right now, or is he biding his time, as we have now 5 laps left to go. Caution flag on the speedway. The 07 of Billy Frey down at the bottom of the exit of turn 2. Dan Wilson leads Josh Grabe, Mike Feckin, Chris Rogers, and Bethany May. That's your top 5. Everybody else lined up behind them as well, ready to get back underway as the green flag waves. Battle rages for the top spot. Out of turn 4, Josh Grabe trying to go half a car length separation between him and Dan Wilson, trying to use that lower line to get around Wilson. But like we said, like we saw in the modified feature, a lot more grip seems to be on the top side. Grabe tries his luck again below Wilson. Wilson still with the advantage. He'll hold the lead. 3 laps to go. 19 of Chris Rogers around at the exit of turn 4, continues to spin, and the caution flag will fly. All right, looks like they're ready to go back under green. They fire out at 4. We're back up. We're back at it. Josh Grabe trying to do everything he can to get around Wilson, but nothing doing. Mike Feckin in third. Fourth is a battle between Jared Bisson who's in the number 51 and the 17 of Chris Rogers. 2 to go signal this time. White flag going to come out next time by Dan Wilson, fending off Josh Grabe to the best of his ability. Grabe is still trying to go underneath Wilson, but Wilson has the advantage with that top line. White flag is in the hand of our chief starter, Mike Lee. 1 lap to go. They work out of turn number 2. Wilson fires down the backstretch. Grabe has got 2 more turns left to try. He goes through turn 3, now turn 4. Dan Wilson is going to win it. Grabe will have to settle for second. Mike Feckin is third. Jared Bisson fourth. Bethany May will finish fifth. This is the 6th win of the year for the driver behind the wheel of the A&A Manufacturing, Randy's House Plans, Steve Parker Building Designs, Borgman Tree Service, West Shore Fire Protection, Custom Creations, Lakeshore Forestry, Michelle's Rescue, Susie Hughes, number 57. He's out of the car. Make some noise, everybody, for Dan Wilson Jr.
Camp Bell's Automotive and Towing, 24-hour towing and repair shop, all in one, specializing in foreign cars, as well as complete diagnostic for late models. Camp Bell's offers half-off towing if your vehicle is serviced there. If your car won't start or you need a fix, call 722-2796. Camp Bell's Automotive and Towing.
Grabe Water Well Drilling specializes in household and irrigation. Whether you're building a new home or you need a new well, Grabe's Water and Well Drilling digs a 4-inch hole so you can have your pump in the well instead of in your basement.
A supplier of Jetson tires, England Automotive specializes in drivetrain, air conditioning, and engine repair and replacement. England Automotive, let the professionals do the job.
Sprague's Auto Parts offers used parts at big savings. Engines, transmissions, radiators, starters, windows, doors, fenders, tail lights, seats, you pull it. For more information, call 231-726-2988. Sprague's Auto Parts, 81 South Getty Street, Muskegon.
Rick's Repairs offers professional auto repair at a fair price. A Napa Auto Care Center, Rick is an ASE certified master auto technician. Heating and cooling systems, steering and suspension, shocks and struts, brakes, anti-lock and 4x4 repairs, drivability, tune-ups, electrical, engine repair, alternators, starters, clutches, clunks, rattles, and more. Rick's Repairs, 231-788-1830.
Number 27, that's Eric Spangler. To his outside, driving the 44, that's Rob Taylor. Then in the 87, that is Rich Neeser. In the 34 is Alan Vochaska. The 99 belongs to Mike Wilburn. The 21 is Tom Sprague. The 5 is John Krasinski. The 62, Chops Barnhart. Then it's Bill Bray in 94. 91W, Bill Workman. The 02, Jeremy Lang. The 41, Jason Plater. The 5Z of Jeff Zanton. The 30 of Bob Bray. We're ready to rock and roll out of turn 4. We're green. Thurlby the early advantage here in this main event. He leads in the M14. You got 3 cars duking it out for a second. Matt Picker trying to fend off Eric Spangler, who's going to the try to pick it this time out of turn number 4. Spangler's got second. Rich Neeser's following on the bottom side. He'll go side by side with Pickard. This time for the 3rd spot, but still Pickard with that advantage. Neeser is 4th. 5th is Alan Vochaska. Battle for 6th is Mike Wilburn. Right now, Rob Taylor is 7th. 8th is Tom Sprague Jr. 9th is Bill Bray. 10th is John Krasinski. They continue to run. Brandon Thurlby is wicked fast in that M14. He gets around the first lap car, the 5Z of Jeff Sand. He has already passed him and already almost a full straightaway ahead of the rest of the field. Eric Spangler is the next place car. He is running second in that 27. Rich Neeser is 3rd. Matt Pickard 4th, and Alan Vochaska still rounds out your top 5. Everybody going to that upper groove. Most grip on the racetrack is definitely on the top side, but Brand is all Brandon Thurlby right now. Thurlby continues to work his way through the 62 of Chops Barnhart, and now he tries to get around the 02 of Jeremy Lang. He'll put them a lap down. He works his way out of turn number 4, still leading the way. 15 laps to go. We've got 10 laps down, 15 remain. Eric Spangler still your 2nd place driver. 3rd is still Neeser. 4th is Matt Pickard. 5th is still Alan Vochaska. Looks to get around the 91W of Bill Workman. They'll go door to door out of turn number 4. Thurlby will get past him and continue to lead. Halfway signal, 12 laps in. Or 12 laps remain, rather. 13 laps in. Neeser going side by side with Eric Spangler. That battles for the 2nd spot. They go into turn 3. Neeser down the bottom. Spangler on the top side. They continue to battle. Who's it going to beat by a nose? It's Eric Spangler. Trying to get up behind the rear of the 41 car, Jason Plater Jr. Meanwhile, Rich Neeser has overtaken Spangler for the 2nd spot as they get underneath the 91WO Workman. Neeser up to 2nd, Spangler now 3rd. Pickard all alone by himself in 4th, working through that lap traffic, as well as the 34 of Alan Vochaska. He's doing the same. Thurlby working his way through more lap traffic now as he's put a lap down on Plater. Now he's going after John Krasinski. Plater up sideways on the wall on the back straightaway. Almost looked like he may have flipped, but the caution flag will wave nonetheless. As they fire away, we're back under green. Look out, Jeremy Lang up next to the light pole. And the caution flag will wave. Once again, they exit turn 4, green flag. Thurlby sticks to the high side, continues to show the way. Neeser following in his tire tracks in the 2nd spot. Spangler back to 3rd. 4th is now Vochaska. Tom Sprague got around Mike Wilburn to take the 5th spot away. He's trying to reel in Vochaska the best he can. 7 laps to go this time by. As the car right up against the wall in turn 1. Car up against the wall in turn 1. and is at a stop, and the caution flag will wave yet again. Brandon Thurlby will set the pace, but I don't know about that one. That was as the green flag waved. Looks like it was good enough, but Brandon Thurlby continues to lead with 6 laps to go. Rich Sneezer second, Spangler third, Vochaska is fourth, Mike Wilburn is fifth. 5 to go, signal given to the field. 5 laps remain here in this one. Thurlby continues to dominate in an M14. You got Rich Sneezer doing everything he can to try to catch him. Those two are by far the fastest cars on the track. Signal given to the field. 2 laps remain for Brandon Thurlby. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Everybody stretched out in the front of the field. Everybody working their final lap. Out of turn number 4 he comes. Give the win to Brandon Thurlby on M14. Rich Sneezer second. Third will be Eric Spangler. Fourth will be Alan Vochaska. Fifth will be Mike Wilburn. All right, making his way down to All-Star Performance, Lane Automotive Victory Lane, picking up his second feature win here at Winston this year, driving the Rocket chassis, sponsored by Thurlby Automotive, Homestead Motorsports, FK Rod Ends, Integral Racing, Shocks, All-Star Performance, Micro Armor Racing, MPH Promotions, Royal Purple, Corrigan Race Fuel, Lakeside Motorsports, and KB Carburetors. He's out of Traverse City, Michigan. How about it, everybody? He is out of the car. Make some noise for Brandon Thurlby.
The Health Hut, located at 3112 Henry Street in Norton Shores, offers a full line of natural and organic groceries, including fresh produce and free-range, hormone-free meats, eggs, cheese, and dairy provided by local farms. Taking pride in carrying products which contain no preservatives, additives, or unhealthy fats, their wide selection of allergen-free foods can accommodate most specialty diets. From frozen desserts and entrees to pastas, baking mixes and cereals, to soups and salad dressings, to chips, candy, and other snacks. The Health Hut. We have your good health in mind.
In the 150 years we've been in business, many things have changed. Our greatest achievements are rooted in the things that haven't. Years ago, the person you called banker was also the person you called friend. When it came to service, there were fewer layers and friendlier smiles. And banks earned the trust of their customers and community while working tirelessly not to lose it. At Independent Bank, all this remains true today. Sure, we've made advances that help customers bank more conveniently and more comfortably. But at the end of the day, we know that people really need a trustworthy partner committed to their financial goals, dreams, and aspirations. And we've been happy to be that partner since 1864.
With over 50 years of combined experience,
The mechanics at Norton Small Engine Repair will keep you running right.
leaf blowers,
Snow blowers.
parts and service,
And when it comes to buying new,
think steel.
at Norton Small Engine Repair,
Quality service is your guarantee.
Just made it.
Hi, folks. Looks like we're going to be here at least 15 minutes.
Hello, Jimmy John's?
Someone order Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's. Order online at jimmyjohns.com. freaky fast delivery.
All right, they bunch up out of turn number 3 now into turn number 4, looking for that green flag, and they're underway. Sadie Klein gets a jump on the top side of the racetrack as she gets ahead of Chuck Smith, but Josh Fry making a heck of a run on the bottom side. Those two will battle for the lead. It's going to be Sadie Klein leading lap number 1. Josh Fry and Chuck Smith battling it out for second. Smith has the position right now, but Josh Fry continuing to use that bottom side as he now draws up alongside Sadie Klein as they go into turn 3. Laps in, and Josh Fry is your new race leader with 18 laps to go. Josh Fry has gotten out in front of Sadie Klein now. He is showing the way in that 44 car. Chuck Smith is third. Battle for fourth is between Derek Poland and Jeremy Holman. Poland takes a battle to the inside. Holman trying to make the outside groove work. Nothing doing so far. Derek Poland fourth. Josh Fry has pulled out to a good lead on the rest of the field. Sadie Klein still holding down the runner-up position. She's being challenged now by the veteran driver out of Muskegon, Derek Poland, in that number 13. He's running third. Fourth is Chuck Smith. Fifth is Jeremy Holman. Sixth is Kendall Marling. Seventh is Mark Barber. Eighth is Don McNabb. Down 10 laps to go as we reach the halfway point here in this street stock feature event. There's a four-car tandem going after that second spot. They are 3 wide for the third spot. Derek Poland right in between Jeremy Holman and Chuck Smith as they work out of turn 4. Chuck Smith takes the 4th spot away. Make that the third spot. 4th belongs to Derek Poland. 5th is Jeremy Holman. As they work around the lap car of Ream. But it is all Josh Fry in that 44 car. Continues to show why he is a defending national champion. Very strong driver week in and week out here at Winston. But Sadie Klein also has a couple of feature wins to her name. Chuck Smith does, as well as Derek Poland. This is a very stacked top 5. Very interesting battle for that top between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th as Jeremy Holman gets by Poland and Smith to go after Sadie Klein, who's running 2nd right now. So Holman's in that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Chuck Smith continues to battle Derek Poland. Now that battle is now for 4th. Rob Ream off the pace of the rest of the field, working into turn 1. People have to hit the brakes. Caution flag will fly. fire away. We're back under green. Fry shoots off like a rocket once again. Way out front of the rest of the field. You've got Klein trying to fend off against Jeremy Holman, who peeks to the inside of her car this time by, but Klein holds her position well in the runner-up position. Meanwhile, Derek Poland to the inside of Chuck Smith. That battle is 4-4. Derek Poland currently with the advantage. Mark Farber is 6th. Kendall Marling 7th. McNabb is 8th. Ronnie Smith is 9th. 2 to go signal to the leaders. McNabb brings out the caution flag at the bottom of turn 2. Back to green. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for Josh Fry. Sadie Klein holding off Jeremy Holman, Chuck Smith, and Derek Poland. Mark Farber as well. Final circuit around this 3/8 of a mile dirt oval. Jeremy Holman right up against the side panel of Sadie Klein. They'll go door to door into turn number 3, but battle for second. Josh Fry picks up the win. Jeremy Holman is going to get the second place finish. Sadie Klein was 3rd, Chuck Smith 4th, and 5th goes to Derek Poland. Josh Fry picks up his 6th win of the year, climbs out of the car in that Chevrolet, sponsored by Wright's Last Chance Tavern out of Coopersville, Michigan. Make some noise for Josh Fry.
At Bowman's Body Shop, we're proud to say you're driving home our reputation. Our team of highly skilled professionals uses the latest high-tech equipment to diagnose the extent of the damage to your vehicle. Bowman's Body Shop, 2846 Getty Street in Muskegon.
With 4 convenient locations, Jack's Corner Store is one-stop shopping at its best. Tools, fresh meats, produce, chips, snacks, and other grocery items, beer, wine, and liquor, even gas and lottery. That's why Jack's is your corner store and so much more.
For 13 years, Jewett Heating and Cooling has been providing the West Michigan area with fast professional service and installation. A paint dealer, they specialize in the service of all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners, both residential and light commercial. With over 35 years of experience, Jewett is fully licensed with the EPA for lead removal. Jewett Heating and Cooling, your family-owned and operated heating and cooling specialist. 231-788-4287. Specializing in paint furnaces and air conditioning.
Is bunched up 2 by 2 as they work out of 4. We're green flag. Everybody fighting hard for those positions early on. Trouble on the 14 of Gary Larrabee. He is well off the pace from the rest of the field. He's working his way slowly down the backstretch. We'll see if he is able to make it. He is well off the pace, and it looks like we're going to see caution, as the caution flag will indeed fly. All right, Warriors take the green flag. A little beating and banging towards the back of the pack. Everybody straightens things out now. Mike Goodwin fires off like a shoots off like a rocket. We'll go with that one. He takes the lead working out of turn 4. In the number 34 car, he leads Buck Spencer second. Battle for third was close as you got the 20 of Tim Stafford battling it out with a 97 of Chris Gagnon. Gagnon gets the advantage this time out of turn 2. He'll take third spot away. He's trying to reel in the 2 of Buck Spencer. Randy Larrabee rounds out the top 5 in that number 44 car. As they work by, 10 laps to go, Mike Goodwin shows the way. Spencer second. Gagnon is still running in the third spot. Caution flag will fly for the 44, Randy Larrabee. All right, they fire out of turn 4, back to green. Laps to go. Mike Goodwin continues to show the way. Chris Gagnon doing the best he can to catch up with Goodwin. He's trying to go down low, do anything he can behind the wheel of that 97. Buck Spencer's third. Brian Hammond is up to 4th. Tim Stafford 5th. This time Byfield's going to get the 2 to go signal. 2 laps remain. White flag going to come out next time by Goodwin holding his line and continues to lead. Chris Gagnon doing everything he can to make that 97 car of his gain as much momentum as possible, trying to get past that 34 car, but Mike Goodwin has performed strongly all year long. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. As the 46 of CJ Convey is off the pace, but looks to be moving at a good enough speed to get to the pit area. So final time, the leaders work out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Mike Goodwin. Second will go to Gagnon. Third is Buck Spencer. Then it's Hammond and Stafford. They will take the green flag, this time by Brian Carson, Chad Tomczak. Fire away out of turn 4, and we're underway. Carson shows the way. Chad Tomczak were right there with him, knowing that number 1 tee. They are wheel to wheel, door to door into turn number 3 once again. Carson on the inside, Tomczak on the outside. This time by Carson's going to get a good enough advantage to jump out in front of Tomczak and shut the door. John McCall Jr. running in the 3rd spot. Rob Riemann 4th. 5th is Bisicki. Breakaway signal given to the field this time by 6 laps in, 6 to go. Brian Carson out to a very good lead over Chad Tomczak, making a strong run in second. John McCall Jr. running third. Signal given to the field. Brian Carson all alone out front in that 1040 car. He's going to be able to pick, looks to be, unless something crazy happens, he is going to pick up 2 feature events in one night. As he works out of turn number 4, he'll take the bleach colored flag to signify 1 lap to go. Working his way into turn 3. Now out of turn number 4. The checkered flag is going to go to Brian Carson, who gets the win. Chad Tomczak will finish second. Third spot will go to John McCall Jr. Making his way down into victory lane, picking up his 6th feature win of the season. Out of North Muskegon in the reliable towing, Mark's Auto, Stafford Towing, R&R Vinyl, Danny Incorporated Entertainment, Advanced Auto Parts, Sprague Auto Parts, TEM Construction, Great Lakes Sewer and Septic, and Snap-on. How about it, everybody, for Brian Carson?
Camp Bell's Automotive and Towing. 24-hour towing and repair shop, all in one, specializing in foreign cars, as well as complete diagnostic for late models. Camp Bell's offers half-off towing if your vehicle is serviced there. If your car won't start or you need a fix, call 722-2796. Camp Bell's Automotive and Towing.
Grave Water Well Drilling specializes in household and irrigation. Whether you're building a new home or you need a new well, Graves Water and Well Drilling digs a 4-inch hole so you can have your pump in the well instead of in your basement.
A supplier of Jetson tires, England Automotive specializes in drivetrain, air conditioning, and engine repair and replacement. England Automotive, let the professionals do the job.
Rick's Repairs offers professional auto repair at a fair price. A Napa Auto Care Center, Rick is an ASE certified master auto technician. Heating and cooling systems, steering and suspension, shocks and struts, brakes, anti-lock and 4x4 repairs, drivability, tune-ups, electrical, engine repair, alternators, starters, clutches, clunks, rattles, and more. Rick's Repairs, 231-788-1830.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another recap of what happened at the Fast 3/8 mile dirt oval racetrack in Montague, Michigan, as we have been showing you each and every Wednesday night here on Channel 96. Great to be back. Unfortunately, Mother Nature wreaked havoc on us last week, had our racing program canceled. We had all of our preliminary action done. We got it all done right at the start of the show, and ended up getting all of our feature events lined up, and everything was completed and ready to go to run tonight. So we ran our makeup features from last week, the 12th, on the 19th, this past Saturday. So We will start with reviewing what happened there. We'll start with our late models. They had the 20-lap feature event. Rich Neeser, 6-time track champion, ended up picking up another feature win. I believe it was his 4th of the season. He finished over Eric Spangler and Rob Taylor, who rounded out the top 3 in that race. Rich Neeser just kind of got out front, where he's always great, and just pulled away with that A main victory. We also had our UMP Street Stocks 20-lap feature event for them. Josh Fry, defending national champion for UMP Dirt Car for the stock car class, picks up another feature win. It was his 5th of the season at Winston. He had a great battle with veteran driver Derek Poland in the number 13. They traded the lead back and forth several times throughout the race, and it was phenomenal racing action. But Josh Fry ends up being the big victor at the end, and Derek Poland has to settle for second. And Kendall Marlink rounds out the top 3 for that race. The 4-cylinder mini stock class held their feature event from July 12th. Brian Carson, driver of the number 1040 out of North Muskegon, picks up his another feature win for him. Paul Namey, veteran driver out of Ada, Michigan, picks up the 2nd place finish, and Bob Halberstadt was the 3rd place driver. 4-cylinder Warriors had their makeup feature as well. Mike Goodwin Jr. out of Muskegon, he picked up another feature win for his team, number 30, and like I said, driving the number 34. And it was continues to be a great run for him. He continues to show why he's one of the better performers at the Winston Speedway in that Warrior class, sitting atop the point standings. That was his 6th victory on the season. All right, so now let's get into what happened on the actual racing show scheduled for July 19th. This past Saturday, we'll start with the Young Guns class, our beginner classes for all of our kids, kind of the starters to the racing world. Christina Johnson, 16 years old, from the Grant, Michigan area, picks up her 2nd feature win on the season. After running a great race, she held her line very well. Morgan Smith, another talented driver, has 3 feature wins to her name. She tried everything she could to get around Christina, but Christina wasn't giving up her spot very easily, so she held throughout the entire feature event and ends up picking up her 2nd race of the year. She won back on opening night, so it's been a while, but she manages to find her way back to the winner's circle, gets the win over Morgan Smith, who did finish in 2nd, just behind, by not a very large margin, but then Heidi Barnhard of Muskegon, Michigan, finished in the 3rd spot. Moving on to our UMP or 4-cylinder Warriors first, our next division up. Mike Goodwin, as we just talked about, out of Muskegon, picks up another feature win. That was his 7th on the season. In that number 34 car, he wins over Chris Gagnon, who he had a pretty good battle with. Gagnon tried his best to catch him, but Goodwin was just too far out front. He had a top-performing car, as he always does, and Gagnon had to take the 2nd place finish. Buck Spencer, the driver out of Ravenna, finished in the number 3 position. We move into our mini stock class. That's once again Brian Carson, another top performer, has a huge lead on the point standings, especially after this past night. He picks up another feature win behind the wheel of that car, and that was his 6th feature win of the year for the mini stock class. And him, Chad Tomzak, finished just behind him in 2nd. His car performed very well as well. And then John McCall Jr. making his first appearance this year. Young driver out of Montague, Michigan, making a podium finish in his first night out. Can't say that's too bad for him. So great job for the mini stocks there. Also, we'll move into our bombers now. Top performers again continue to be consistent. Dan Wilson Jr. in number 57. He got out front right from the beginning and pulled away from there. Josh Grabe. He's another top performer, and between the two of them, Wilson's won 5 feature events, and then Graves also won 4 out of the races that have been run. And it's like I said, they always finish consistent. They're always one of the 2 top drivers in the class, and it was no exception tonight. They performed very well. Mike Feckin finished in the 3rd spot behind them, as Wilson picked up another feature win, and Josh Grabe finished in that 2nd spot for the Bombers. Now we move into the UMP Street Stock feature event. Again, Josh Fry, defending national champion, number 44 out of Coopersville. He got around the defending track champion, Sadie Klein, who led the first lap. And once he got past, Fry managed to pass her on the second lap, and he pulled out front, never looked back from there, put it in cruise control, And everyone else had a great battle, though, between second and fifth. They were side by side for the whole thing. It was great action watching those guys. You didn't know what was going to happen, and after the final lap occurred, Jeremy Holman manages to get up and challenge Sadie Klein for the second spot. He managed to get by her. He had been trying for several laps before that, but he got it and got second place, and Sadie unfortunately had to settle for that third spot as she had tried hard to hold on to second, but Jeremy Holman took it away from her on that last lap. Now, talking about the UMP Modified feature event, David Melke, two-time defending track champion, or state champion rather, proves to show why he is one of the best in the state, let alone the country. He's also one of the top 6 in national points as well for UMP Dirt Car. He picks up his 8th feature win in this modified feature event. Steve McLeese, driver of the 01, looks very unique with that General Lee design. He led most of the feature. I mean, led with up until 3 laps to go, and then Melke finally manages to. He jumped into the lower groove of the racetrack as everyone seemed to be running the top side. Melke dove to the bottom, and he pulled the slide job and managed to shut the door on Steve McLeese with 3 to go, and then he manages to come home to the checkered flag. So it was so close for Steve McLeese, but yet so far as Melke notches his 8th feature win at Winston just in 2014 and continues to hold on to that first place in those point standings, and the only one close to him is defending track champion Andy Sprague. So we'll be interested to see how that battle continues throughout the season. Aaron Morey, driver out of West Olive, was the 3rd place finisher in that feature event. Now, finally, we're going to talk about the UMP Dirt Car Late Models. Their main event hit the track. Brandon Thurlby, driver out of Traverse City, the defending Sunoco American Late Model Series East Division champion, as well as the 2012 Michigan State champion, picked up the feature win here. His car was wicked fast, just like his last feature win back in May. It outperformed everyone by miles. No one had anything for him tonight. Just a real quality performance. After several restarts, there were plenty of opportunities, but no one had anything to get around that M14 tonight or Saturday night, and he ended up getting his 2nd win of the year at Winston Speedway. Rich Neeser, guy who won the makeup feature, he finished just behind him in 2nd. Usually they put on a pretty good battle between the two, but Rich tried everything he could, but just didn't have enough power tonight. Alan Vochaska, driver out of South Haven, finished off the top 3. And again, great racing action, and we hope to see everyone again next Saturday. Going to be a big show, full 7-in-1 show again. UMP Late Models, UMP Modifieds, UMP Street Stocks, Bombers, 4-cylinder Warriors, Mini Stocks, as well as the Young Guns. And that's all going to be next Saturday. Our pit's going to open at 3:30, grandstands at 4:30. Hot laps are going to happen at 5:30, and the racing action begins at 7. Special note about next week's show, first of all kids 12 and under will get in free. That continues. All kids 12 and under will get in free, or 11 and under rather. Sorry about that. 11 and under will get in free. And also next week we'll also see a special street stock race, 55-lap feature event for $500 to win, presented by Port City Race Cars. That is next for the Kenny Blondale Memorial. That's next Saturday at the Winston Speedway. So we hope to see you again. Kids 11 and under will get in free, and it's for the Kenny Blondale Memorial Race for the Street Stocks, 55-lap feature event, $500 to win, presented by Port City Race Cars. And hope to see you all out at the racetrack. And if not, we hope to catch you right back here, same time, same place on Channel 96. For all the staff at Winston Speedway, I'm Brian Osborne, everybody. Have a great week. I hope to see you at the races.
Glow Sun and Shades. Simply fabulous.
You have been kissed by the sun.
Exhaust specialties, from trucks and cars to street rods and Model Ts, both foreign and domestic. Exhaust specialties now includes brakes, shocks, suspension work, and minor engine repair. They use only heavy gauge stainless and aluminum pipe. They also feature custom tools as well as a selection of lubes, oils, and filters, and other auto parts. Exhaust Specialties located at 5401 Apple Avenue in Muskegon.
When your transmission is in trouble, it is important to find reliable and honest mechanics. National Transmission will get the job done right. Located at 4037 East Apple Avenue in Muskegon, you can call them at 231-788-3244.
For nearly 9 years, West Michigan Driving Academy has been providing Muskegon County with complete, comprehensive driver's education. Students spend time both in the classroom and on the road in a state-approved driver's education vehicle with state-certified instructors. West Michigan Driving Academy is the only school in Muskegon that offers both day and evening classes throughout the summer. Accident-free with 150 years of combined experience, you will drive safe at West Michigan Driving Academy.
Wanted cars, trucks, vans. Sprague's Auto Parts offers top prices for your wrecked, junk, or unwanted vehicles. Cash on the spot. We pick up or you drop off. For more information, call 231-726-2988. Sprague's Auto Parts, 81 South Getty Street, Muskegon. We buy cars for cash.